taking over from Sam Tompkins. You've got to wonder whether Sam will play again this year. Of course, retiring whatever at the end of the season. So temperatures around 25, 26 degrees in Perpignan. A lovely night at the Stade Gilbert Brutus, and we are underway as the Catalan Dragons look for an elusive win. And here comes Brad Singleton with the first charge of the game for the Tigers, of course, wearing a waist strip.
Look, you look at the side that Castleford have managed to name here, and they're really struggling in the backs, aren't they? So many senior players that are missing. So for Castleford, they've just got to keep it simple around the middle of the field. Liam Horn, the hooker, the number 9, who's behind to play the ball now. The importance of his role now is just to keep his forwards going forward in a straight direction, trying to play through the middle with some aggressive charges on the back of then a good kicking game.
Yeah, that was a mode with the charge. Castleford will be delighted to have Liam Horn back in the side. Of course, he's been out for 6 weeks through suspension. And the kick there from Dejan Massi, picked up by Espuro Bichet. Does really well, dragged to the ground by Elliot Wallace.
He's exciting, isn't he? Last week against Warrington, a little chip over the top, created a try, quality player that he is at the back. His kick returns are so impressive. And Castleford now just try and slow the Rooks down, make it a bit sloppy around the play, the ball area.
Well, the last time that these two sides played was in round 5, and Catalan won away at Cas. Steve McNamara and Danny Maguire were the coaches. A lot has happened between now and then. The Costa at dummy half. That was Kieran with the run. The ball goes back to Farge, who gets away the kick, and it's well taken by Wallace, on loan, of course, from Huddersfield.
It'll be interesting to see what the likes of Luke Keary and Theo Farge do in this game. Nice little play, nice little offload. But Luke Keary and Theo Farge, I thought they were brilliant against Warrington. Really took the line on, went the short side a number of times. Looked so dangerous.
That little run before was the teenager Alfie Lindsay on debut. Simbican for the Castleford Tigers. Yeah, memories, sore memories of that hammering at the hands of Leeds last weekend, and it really, really did hurt. Chris Atkin, ball goes back for Dejan Massi to launch a high one.
And he sticks it up right into the sun. Well, really difficult. Was it Senior who made a bit of a fumble then? He knocked the ball on.
Yeah, it was.
Well, Nick Cottrey was caught out, wasn't he? They were kicking the ball to him. You can see the sun, the shadows behind him. That'll be the game plan early on in this game from Castleford. You can see those long shadows behind the players. They'll be going into that corner.
I spoke to Chris Chester yesterday, Terry, the interim coach. He wanted a response. Simple as that. Of course, this week, Castleford announcing Ryan Carr as their new coach from 2026 on a 3-year deal, currently the assistant coach at St George Illawarra in the NRL. No stranger to the UK, Coach Featherstone, but he said these players have got 5 games to prove to Ryan Carr that they should be playing for Castleford next year. We shall see.
Oh, well, that's the big thing for them, isn't it? A lot of these players are playing for the futures. I'm sure a number of them have already been told that they're not going to be there next year.
Yep. Here is Chris Satai.
5, movement, Alex!
Last one already, to Costa at dummy half.
Go 5.
Finds Farge, and they're going to run it on that far side, and it's Espuro Bichet beautifully with the breakthrough, picked up by Cottridge. Is there a way through for Nick Cottridge? Kick goes forward, straight into the arms of Elliot Wallace. First strike comes from Catalan, and it was that man, Espuro Bichet, who nearly created something special.
Yeah, we're looking to run it on the last play. So dangerous. When they're in that sort of mindset, and they'll try anything, they'll go down that short side, they'll try and keep the ball alive. They are a dangerous side. Elliot Wallace did a decent job to get back in the field instead of being forced over the sideline.
4, move now, Luke.
the last again is Dejan Assi. Should be an easy take for Aspuro Bichet. A lot to be excited about, isn't it, about the young man, 19 years of age, and very much the future of the Catalan Dragons.
Well, he still gets some things wrong, but he's so confident, isn't he? He'll try anything from anywhere on the field.
Move now, get square.
Fuad Yaha, one of the players leaving Catalan at the end of the season.
Move now, Jeremiah.
Smith brought down on halfway. Da Costa and Fage now as they go to that right-hand side.
Move now, Brad. Find me.
Here's Da Costa once more. Couple of tackles left in this set. That's a good offload, and the ball eventually finds its way through to Fuad Yaha on the left wing. Remus Smith looking for the quick play on the last. Carey with a high, testing, teasing kick. That's a really good take. Well, we talked about Aspuro Bichet, the young man at fullback for Catalan, but how about that from 18-year-old Jensen Windley under pressure?
Yeah, well, plays in the halves as well, doesn't he? And like, good player, you want a good first touch on the ball. He's had a couple, but under some pressure, then he manages to come up trumps with catching the ball. Like I said, 18 years of age, a young man, just his 8th Super League appearance.
Movement, bang! Find me, wait.
Dejan Assi. Here is Brad Singleton. Garcia in there to bring him down with a bit of help from Da Costa. Castleford at the moment pinned back inside their own half of the field.
Move, Luke!
Luke Carey it was with the tackle on Mella.
Outside. Middles, give 10.
Chris Atkin, but on the run, taken by Aspuro Bichet.
Oh, they lost the ball,
ball's gone to ground. Play on, says the referee, and Horn will play on. He'll go and score under the post.
We'll have a look at this though, Stuart, see how the ball come free, surely.
But did Aspuro Bichet lose the ball, or was it ripped out? Liam Horn played to the whistle, picked the ball up, and touches down under the post. No try on the field. Jack Smith, the video referee, will have a look at this.
Yeah, no try.
Try on field. Just checking how the ball comes out. We need the front on angle. I think it was camera 5 that showed us best. Oh, try camera 2 then, please. Sorry. No, camera 2, please. This is our best angle. So he's in possession, Bichet. It's a fair tackle. The tackle is then complete and he loses possession of the ball. So he cannot then play on from this situation. But the first offence will be a knock-on against Catalans. It will be a scrum, head and feed to Castleford. I made my decision. It's no try. It's a Castleford scrum.
Thanks, mate.
Well, there you go, Jack Smith, the video ref only needed a couple of looks at that. Terry Castleford, they scored, not to be, but they will get the ball back from a scrum 25 yards out from the Catalan try line.
Yeah, clear explanation, wasn't it, from Jack Smith, saying that the tackle was complete. I think it was a knee off one of the Castleford players that just dislodged the ball as he was going out. So loose carry, loses possession, but gives the ball over to Cass. That man's been denied, Liam Horn, but still 7 minutes into the game, not a bad place to be.
Time back off.
Well, the ruling was that the tackle was complete.
So we can't play on through to the try because the tackle's already.
And you can see his elbows are down. He's just trying to get up to his elbows and knees to get back up and play the ball. So it's just a straight mistake.
Yeah.
35. Sorry, boys, back here.
If the tackle hadn't been complete, if his elbow hadn't hit the turf, then that would have been a try. Losing possession.
Thanks. Cheers, Jack. Yeah, your ball.
As he's being tackled, but as the tackle was complete, that's why Jack Smith has given the scrum down, because it was a lost possession. Castleford will get it back. That's the difference, isn't it, between basically a try not and the tackle have been completed.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting now. There's a lot of pressure on Assi as well as Horn.
Surrender!
You've obviously got in the halves as well Chris Atkin, who's played a number of positions, full-back, half-back, hooker.
Go on.
So he knows his role and what he's got to do, but just need a good platform here from some of the big guys.
Moving now, Riggs. Only find me and hold. Wait.
Led by that man, Tom Amone. Horn it is, and they've looked for some space. Here is Senior, first real chance then to mount some pressure for the Castleford Tigers. Coming up for 9 minutes gone, still waiting for the first point. Atkin, Amone on the charge, and that was a good tackle. I think it was Satai, wasn't it, who brought down his opposite number, but here comes the pressure from Castleford. Lawler right in front of the post, penalty given. Offside, all offside at the play the ball. And it was Lawler who was close to giving Cass the lead.
Yeah, nice pressure, wasn't it? Playing the game at decent speed. They're not going to go for two, they're going to keep going here.
Well, that's the call. Go for the try. All about creating that pressure. That was Simbakin who was brought down. Here is Singleton now, close to that try line. Satai in there with the tackle along with Ben Garcia. Horn as they go to the left-hand side. Well, again, no way through. It's time for Dejan Assi. Six again, it was. And Horn goes for his own.
Nearly opened up for him.
It did. So it's been a penalty. It's a 6 again. Can they make the pressure tell as Singleton is brought down? Keary with a really important tackle right in front of the post. Here is Atkin now.
3, moving square. Final line. Alex, wait. Go.
Tate. Switch play back inside. But nowhere there for Simbakin. Couple of tackles left here for Castleford.
Alex in the line.
Can they come up with anything? Windley it is, has to come inside, but again the Dragons' defence holds firm. Last one then. Horn and Assi with a little kick through. In the end, it was chipped behind. Was it by Cottridge? It was, taking no chances. Had to be. There was pressure on Nick Cottridge, wasn't there? This is good pressure from Castleford.
Yeah, nice kick, wasn't it, from Assi? Good play. You can see Cottridge just panics a bit. Then the forwards are doing a decent job laying a platform. The backs are looking to play it whenever they can. And again, it's just a nice little bit of pressure here. They're going to go short, Catalan.
And they're doing through a Spuro Bichet, who's going to come up with the ball. And Cass get it back, so this will be another set on the Cass try line. Simbakin with the first run, obviously in these opening 10 or 11 minutes, Liam Horn already making a big difference to what we've seen from Cass. Assi with the offload for the senior.
Release now. 3, wait.
But Liam Horn running the show. Here is Tom Amone, powerful run. Da Costa and Garcia with a bit of help from Luke Keary. They switch play to the left-hand side. Dejan Assi looking for a way through. Farge, his opposite number, brings it down. But again, a penalty against Catalan. This pressure is relentless.
Well, you look at the defence that Catalan have done so far in the game. 76 tackles to 34 from Castleford.
Given us a high tackle, I think maybe against Farge by the referee.
Well, I think it was Keary, the initial one. He falls off Luke Keary, then goes into Farge. Well, they're not bothered, are they? Whoever gives the penalty away, all they want is the ball and where they are on the field.
Well, so far, it's been penalty, set restart, dropout, penalty, and it's still 0-0. And they're going to go for it again.
Yeah, they've got to keep going here. They know they've got to score some tries if they want to go away with the 2 points.
Tom Amone. They've lost on their last 7 trips to Perpignan, the Castleford Tigers. Is it Singleton looking for a way through? Really good defence on the line as Spuro Bichet and Farge, the 2 smallest players in the side. But now it comes to the right-hand side and a chance on debut. What a moment that is! Alfie Lindsay, 18 years of age, 13 minutes into his Castleford debut, and look at the celebrations. What a moment for Cass, and what a moment for young Alfie Lindsay. Castleford leads 4-0.
Yeah, an outstanding play, really. At the start of this game for Castleford, like we said at the start of the game, we expected a response. There's only the players that took the field that can change the outcome of what goes on in the 80 minutes. And young Alfie Lindsay, well, the club weren't afraid to throw him in with the injuries that they had. Like you said at the start, played for Yorkshire in a couple of games against Lancashire. He was Academy Player of the Year for Castleford in 2024, and the fans, well, aren't they really happy? They'll be on for a good night in the south of France if they can keep up this start.
Well, his mum and dad, his family are on holiday in Turkey, would you believe? I would presume they've managed to find a bar with Sky Sports on. What a moment for Cass, but Chris Chester said no problems at all sending him into the team. Amateur Rugby League at Harris. Yeah, man of the match for Yorkshire Academy. They did the double in the War of the Roses origin over Lancashire. And here's Atkin off the touchline. That just goes to the right of the post. Cass turning pressure into points, and already it's 200% better than what they produced last weekend. Well, but a moment that this young man will never forget.
Yeah, absolutely. Castleford have shown that they can attack throughout the years. Give young players a chance who'll go out there and grab that opportunity with both hands. And well, Alfie Lindsay, well, he won't forget that moment, will he, playing in the south of France against some of the big names in rugby league, and he's managed to score, like I say, on 13 minutes.
Yeah, fabulous moment for him and his family. And a good moment for Cass as well. It would have been a real miss if they hadn't converted all that pressure into points twice. They turned down an easy 2 points in front of the post.
Stay quick, Chris.
But encouraging start for the Tigers. Here is young Windley.
Move now, Bailey. Find me in hold.
As I was mentioning, though, the experience and the guile and the guidance of Liam Hall has made a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. And the man carrying the ball as well, along with Brad Singleton.
Move now, Ben.
You just do the basics right in rugby league. You get your forwards running forward like Liam Horn is doing. He's just testing around the ruck area. Your forwards just play over the advantage line, run hard, try and land on the front, play the ball quickly.
Yep, and then with George Lawler playing it loose forward, ever present. He's played every position in the pack at some stage this season, George Lawler.
Okay, clear.
Maspuro Bichet into the sun. Offloads it for Nick Cottridge.
One. Move now, Tom. Find me. William George. Wait. Hold.
Well, there may be little or nothing to play for apart from pride and an elusive victory, but they're going for it, both sides, determined that this will be the day they will celebrate a victory. Catalans have lost 13 out of the last 14 games, astonishing.
It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, 12 of those in Super League, plus that Challenge Cup semi-final defeat against Hull KR. Here's Frank Maria, highly regarded, the young Frenchman, by Joel Tompkins.
Oh, he's lost the ball just as you give him a big rap.
He has lost the ball.
But I do agree with you. I do like him, Frank Maria. You can't put a dent in him. Like he's not the biggest or widest of prop forwards, but he runs really hard. He's aggressive. Unfortunately, makes an error. So a bit more pressure here now that they've got to contend with. They've really stood up well. You see, look at the shot from Brad Singleton. Gets in. Gets underneath the ball comes free. I like the way they celebrate that mistake.
Can't beat a bit of experience, and Brad Singleton has a lot of experience.
Oh, he's got everything, hasn't he? He's got all that experience.
Head in, Guillermo, head in, heads in, shot clock off, ball out.
So more chances here for Castleford to build some pressure. But Chris Chester will be delighted with the start. He demanded a response. They have responded for sure. That was Lawler with the offload. Horn again into dummy half. Singleton it was who was brought down. Good play from Simbican. He was nearly through. Remus Smith dragging him down by the collar. He's been one of the shining lights in a gloomy season for Castleford, the Papua New Guinea star Jeremiah Simbican. And he was nearly creating havoc now. Last one, takes at dummy half. Dejan Assi will go high towards the corner. And that's a good take from Nick Cottridge. Watch the ball and make sure that he made it his own.
Even though the way he positioned himself when he was jumping for that ball, then turns his back on the cast players in case the ball did come free. Nice carry from Matthew Laguerre. And Fujiyaha now just lending his weight from the wing.
I'm not mistaken, Castle. Well, they have dominated, but Catalan have only been inside, or the Castleford 21 so far in this half, and we're not far off midway through the first half, but they're going to have a go here with Remus Smith down this left-hand side. DaCosta goes into dummy half. Last one, and Luke Keary under pressure. That's a good kick from Keary, but it was an easy take for the teenager Winley.
Well, this is where Catalan do want to defend now. Don't want to give away some cheap meters. They've been under some pressure, like you said. They've been defending in their own half the majority of the opening quarter.
Well, this is where they've got to put pressure on and not make mistakes. And Senior was nearly away. Navarrete is on for the Catalan Dragons. Garcia complaining that a penalty there is given against Nick Cottridge.
Well, it was a great carry from that man, Senior, wasn't he? He forces them into giving them a penalty for trying to slow it down. They lost the collision. He breaks out the tackle, gets down on the ground, and Catalan know that they're in all kinds of trouble. Look at that, he just gets rid of Theo Fires. He breaks the tackle of DaCosta. Garcia's on top of him, just holds on a bit too long, along with Nick Cottridge.
Well, you can hear the reaction of the home crowd. But you can't give away penalties in that position, as you say. They're just losing the arm wrestle. They're losing the collision. They're losing all the battles all around the field at the moment, the Catalan Dragons. Dejan Assi. Here is Chris Atkin for Simbican.
Well, the majority of the year, they have looked at a frustrated side. Catalan probably played the best 40 minutes last week against Warrington, without a shadow of a doubt.
They were unlucky to lose that. Disappointing pass in the end. Nothing Senior could do, nothing that Elliot Wallace could do on the wing either.
Well, Senior just looking to tip that ball on straight away, wasn't he, to Wallace, knowing that they'd probably get him on the edge, because Nick Cottridge, number 5 for Catalan, was aggressive in defence and left that space. You could see if it goes to the hand there, it could well be another try. But that's the gamble sometimes. You force the play, you don't come up with it, and all of a sudden you turn the ball over.
Yeah, you were talking about how well they played, and they did very, very well in that first half at Warrington last weekend. But in the main, the problem, one of the problems has been for Catalan is scoring points. They've been really disappointing pretty much all season with ball in hand.
But what I would say is the two players that control that game, along with Matthew Laguerre, the man on the ball, he was excellent last week. But Theo Fires and Luke Keary got their hands on the ball, they took on the line. It's the best game I've seen them play in a Catalan jersey together.
Well, here is Keary running into Simbican. Strong performance from Simbican so far. Farge now. There may be an opportunity here for Smith. Smith's got the fullback to beat, and he does beat Winley. First real chance for an attacking opportunity, and they come up with the points. Lovely little slip pass, and Remus Smith levels this game with 22 minutes gone.
Well, that's how dangerous that they can be. Theo Fires right at the line. Chris Atkin just pulls the trigger, goes in. There's a bit of space created on the outside. They tried to be aggressive. Defence, a couple of the young lads got caught out then. And Remus Smith, all the experience that he has got.
What about the pass from young Espuro Bicho, though? The last pass, absolute beauty from the young man. And Remus Smith, who only came back last week after missing 5 weeks because of concussion protocols, gets his 5th Super League try of the season. First real opportunity, first real threat, first try for all.
Well, they just need to compose themselves, don't they, as we see Espuro Bicho just line this kick up. And I'm sure that if they do get a crack at the line, they will cause some problems. Like you said, they've not been the free-flowing selves this year in Super League, not been scoring points galore. They've been letting them in as well, losing games, been blown away in some games as well. But what they want to do is compete with the big boys going forward.
Got a really impressive kicking record as well. Young Guillermo Espuro Bicho, 19 years of age. And it's really important, isn't it, when you think at what Joel Tompkins, the new coach, is trying to build. Very much a case of out with the old and in with the new, trying to reduce the average age of the squad to around 25, 26, looking to the future. And this young man will play a big part of it. Can he put Catalan ahead for the first time? Just fades across to the right, so 4 points apiece it is, and I think this is building up to be a cracker. But look at the pass here from Espuro Bicho.
Yeah, it was 3 or 5 as well, wasn't it? Who did the damage, and then Will Tate just tried to get Espuro Bicho, couldn't stop the play from unfolding in front of his eyes. Like you said about Joel Tompkins, the coach in the south of France, they're looking to rebuild the side with a young, enthusiastic, hungry set of players. Wants the average age of the squad to be around 24.
Well, the latest signing, 24-year-old flyer, Charlie Staines, from the West Tigers in the NRL. Very highly thought of.
Jeremiah with me in the mold.
With Toby Sexton coming as well from the Canterbury Bulldogs. Rumours abound. And it is only speculation at the moment that Lewis Dodd may be making a return to Super League, possibly with the Catalan Dragons after a nightmare season the former Saints has had at South Sydney. So certainly building for the future, and Desiree tries to get the ball out, and then it was knocked on. It was a dangerous attempt really from Desiree, because in essence he was passing blind, wasn't he?
Well, I think he was trying to get the ball to Ollie Partington. He must have got the call from Partington, and that's why he looked up, he saw him, he tried to flick it out, just couldn't quite get it high enough into their hands. But sometimes you just go with the plays, you go with the call, you think you've got 3, you get a bit carried away, and you try and flick it out.
Guillermo, head in, Theo, with you loose. Heads in, Guillermo! Shot clock off, ball, out.
So now it's the turn of the Tigers.
Get square, wait.
To see what they can do. Will Tate with the first carry. Jeremiah Simbakin with the second, just over halfway.
Go to.
And George Lawler really has been a man for all seasons for Castleford in 2025. Atkin, here's Dejan Assi. Here's the young man again. Lindsay gets the ball back a bit fortuitously, but into the arms of Will Tate. Cass again trying to create some pressure. Here is Griffin. He's replaced Singleton for the Tigers. Last one, they go the short side, and a little kick forward for Lindsay to chase. It's picked up by Yaha. Did he manage to stay in play? He didn't. I think his knee went in touch and goal, didn't it? So good pressure again from Cass, and another goal line dropout incoming from Catalan.
Yeah, nice work, wasn't it? Trying to solve the problem together, working hard on the contact. And you could see 3 players in attendance, then Fuad Yaha, he had absolutely no chance. Even if he got back in the field of play, I'm sure he would have been forced over the sideline, but like you said, his knee went over the sideline and the in-goal area. They go short again.
What's going to happen this time? Well, the same result is taken by Will Tate, and Cass have it back. As far as effort and commitment concerned, night and day this from Castleford after their capitulation last weekend against Leeds.
Back foot, wait.
Real commitment. Here is Horn. Right in front of the sticks. Lawler plays it as quickly as he can. Go to the left-hand side. Dejan Assi, and wrapped up by Laguerre.
Move now, Mateo.
Good defence.
Hold. Go for.
Griffin.
Held.
Looking to find a way through to that line. Last one. On the charge is Tom Amone, but there's nowhere for him to go. Great defence it was.
Wait there. Tom gets squared.
Navarrete was in there, Farge was in there. Catalan survived 4-all, it remained.
Well, Tom Amone was a willing ball carrier then. Liam Horn, I think the ball was out the back because there was a couple of Catalan defenders who just honed in on what he was doing. Like I said, big powerful player, big strong defence here from Castleford.
Stand now.
Unrecognisable.
Well, this is the reaction that you would have talked about. There's a mistake here.
Laguerre's lost the ball.
Well, you just have to look at Tom Amone's reaction when he stood up from the play of the ball. He was involved in the tackle that took Matthew Laguerre down onto the ground. He stood up, knowing that the ball had come free, started celebrating straight away. Look at that, 4 players involved. He goes down heavy, doesn't he, under some real weight there. And as he's coming up there, he just loses possession as he's trying to spin out the tackle.
Building pressure again.
Well, they've been doing some defence, haven't they, in this game? Cass has certainly taken the game to them, not helping themselves though with a couple of mistakes that they're making. Catalan.
Well, last time it was penalty, goal line dropout, set restart penalty, which resulted in a try. This time it's goal line dropout, error. Horn.
Move, Jordan.
Right in front of the post.
Wait.
Simbakin it is. Here is Griffin once more. 33 years old, 13 years at the top, Griffin. Horn. Assi, Atkins just manages to elude the first challenge of Remus Smith. Windley it was at dummy half. Here is Tom Amone. Really stepping up today, Amone, of course. Hull KR bound next year. Long pass out for Senior. Senior will go on his own. Last one again, so far, so good for the Catalan Dragons defence, and there's nowhere to go for Jensen Windley. Well, they huffed and they puffed, and they couldn't blow down the Catalans' house, and their defence held firm.
Well, Jensen Windley just having a little look, seeing if there was anything on the short side. They didn't get any change on that play, but again, look at that. Nice place to turn the ball over, trying to trap Catalan as far down here as they can. Maybe even force another error from some strong defence. Just take the time away from the Catalan players when they're carrying the ball. Just get up off the line.
Well, looking for a penalty there. Griffin was involved.
Well, they get one as well.
Yeah, it was Spuro Bichet who was driving the ball forward. High tackle given, 4-all it is.
Well, Fuad Yaha, he goes down. Look at that. He's just trying to dominate him. He won't give up, will he? The big fella, the big powerful winger.
That's why I'm giving a penalty, mate.
That's Rob Bijay, like you say. He's the man who gets the penalty, just getting checked over here now.
Well, both clubs have suffered a lot of pain on the pitch in 2025, and both clubs have big plans for the future from 2026 onwards.
Yeah, good to go.
Chris Chester was saying that as far as Cass are concerned, there's a lot of optimism for next year and beyond, with a new coach and
Alex, it's seconds remain, just be careful.
a clutch of new signings on the way as well.
Well, he earned a big reputation, didn't he, Ryan Carter? The job he did at Featherstone and assistant at Leeds, obviously under the guidance of Chris Chester, now the club, who built Lee up, did a really good job of turning their fortunes around, didn't he?
Well, he found some superstars.
Yeah, didn't he? Didn't he just?
Go, 2.
Here is Keary for Sirenen.
3. Move Jeremiah. Find me. Go, 3.
Keary once more. That was Partington. Farge picked up on the bounce by Cockridge. Only the second time, really, that we've seen Catalan this close. 8 minutes to half-time. The first time they scored. Farge again. Oh, good inside pass for Navarrete. It was well read by Simbakin and Griffin. It had to be as well. Quick play the ball. Da Costa and Farge. Danger here. Keary with the kick through. There's just a little bit too much on it. Not really anything that Fu and Yaha could do about that. Just for a second, it opened up, but not to be. It remains 4-4.
Yeah, well, that's a big win for Castleford. They weren't having joy going through them, so they thought that they'd kick and try and get behind them. Unfortunately, Luke Keary just overcooks that kick. And you'll see Luke Keary as this game goes on. He'll just try and the game management, maybe the run threat that he showed last week will come more into play.
2. Movement square.
Yeah, look at those carry meters. You can see how much the Castleford have dominated in possession.
Well, it's just the work that Catalan have been doing, defending twice as many tackles.
Go for Luke, not there.
That's Cass.
Outside.
Atkin.
Nice little kick.
Picked up by Espuro Bichet, but yeah, just keeps Catalan pinned back close to their own try line. The ball coming loose. What's the referee going to say here?
He's given a penalty away.
A penalty.
Yeah, just a bit of wrestle, wasn't it? Just a bit too much for the referee's liking. See, nice defensive attitude with the kick. Kicks it to the corner. The fullback gets out. He's desperate to play the ball quick, isn't he? You can see they're just trying to get forward. Yaha free. Jensen Winley did a decent job just to shepherd the ball over the dead ball. And Alex Mellor, well, is he going to challenge this?
I think he is. Alex Mellor, captain today. 250th career appearance. And they reckon Espuro Bichet lost the ball. Let's see.
Captain's challenge. Castleford are challenging the field for the penalty. It's not this tackle. Oh, it is this one. It's later on in it. So here, Chris Atkins' hands on the ball, and Chris Atkins steals the ball. Challenge is unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. Challenge is unsuccessful. Rush here. It's a steal by Atkin.
Well, there we go. Jack Smith only needed one look. We only needed one look. We only needed one look in real time, and that is a real waste of a captain's challenge by the Castleford Tigers. Because Chris Atkins did have his hand on the ball. It is a penalty. Castleford do lose their captain's challenge. And as has been the case on many occasions this season across Super League, it was a silly challenge, wasted.
Well, it just shows what a decent job that the refs do, you know, in quick play live on the field, and they get it right most of the time, don't they? And Chris Atkins just trying to control the ball, control the play of the ball. Sorry, he had his hands on the ball, and the desperation really from Espuro Bichet. Yep, earned his side a penalty.
Yep. Good spot by Liam Rush. I hope Jack Smith's not claiming an extra pound for the second it took to make that decision. 4-4 it is, 6 minutes to half-time. The only surprise is that we've only had 2 tries.
Yeah, totally agree. You know, both of these sides here, you see Sirenen just gives himself up because he goes in front of his teammate, Miss Smith. Yeah, I thought that the game might have been a bit more expansive than what it has been, and Well, Castleford, even though they've only got one try on the board, they'll be pretty happy that after 34 minutes, they're competing with Catalan.
Here is Roman Babarak.
Move, George. Go for. Rob's good.
Quick play the ball. Desiree and Kiri now finds Sirinin.
5. Move now, Keane. Go 5.
Farge under pressure from
Clear.
Lindsay. It was. That's a good take by Elliot Wallace. Under pressure. That was a cracking take by the young man on loan from Huddersfield. But Laguerre was staring him down, wasn't he? 5 minutes to half-time.
Yeah, that was a good take, wasn't it, from Wallace in the second spell. That Cass started the season at Huddersfield. He's a strong winger, isn't he? He gets an opportunity at Castleford. And for Cass now, just get through the sets. They've got 5 minutes to get to half-time.
Stand now for hold.
I agree with what you're saying. Chris Chester can only be delighted with the way that Castle played and the commitment they've shown. The big disappointment would be, for all the pressure they've had, that they're not in front.
Go 5, there's no foul play.
Ball goes back to Dejan Assi. It'll be taken by Espuro Bichet. Little offload to Fuad Yaha. Yaha leaving the club after 11 years at the end of this year. He is the Catalan record try scorer with 107. He'd love to add to that tally tonight.
Well, Tom O'Mahony involved in tackle at 35 minutes. The opening 36 minutes he's played, along with George Lawler. Defensively, they've been pretty strong. There it is, Lawler getting involved again.
3. Move now, Chris. Back.
Well, only parting to the Catalan. Jared O'Connor of Leeds. That's a great pass now to Yaha. Yaha on a kick through. The chase is on for Sirinin, but it isn't Sirinin. Oh, he dropped the ball. Luke Keary has dropped the ball. We were talking about Super League top tacklers. And one of Super League's top earners and superstars, Luke Keary, has just bombed a golden opportunity, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a sitter, isn't it? It was a good kick, wasn't it, from the winger, Fuad Yaha? Look at him, he sits back, he admires his kick. He's just looking at Keary. All he's got to do is pick it up. Unfortunately, it just goes away from him.
Yeah, no try it is. Had a few technical problems inside the stand, Gilbert Brutus, but clearly a no try. It will stay 4-all. As soon as Luke Keary dived, his head went to the ground. He knew it was a no try.
Tackle 3, but no try and field. Pause it on the foot. Kick chase called onside. They have both feet behind the ball, so let's play on from this point now. Roll it through on this angle. This is shoulder to shoulder towards a loose ball, so the challenge is fine. So we'll need something from camera 1 or 2 from the corner angle, please. That was in the field and cleared the onside. Cleared the shoulder on shoulder. It's slow on this. Luke Keary loses possession of the ball and he does not catch or hold or re-grip it before the ground. I've made a decision. No try rushing. The ball goes dead, it will be a 20-metre restart.
Well, there you go, no try. It will stay 4-all.
No, give no try, mate. 20-metre restart.
Well, it's a let-off, it's a warning.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a let-off for Cass. Not really sure that the video ref was needed on that occasion, just to be certain. 4-all it is, 3 minutes to go to half-time, but what a chance that was. Yeah, you were talking about Lawler, top 3 tackles in Super League. 2 of them are on the pitch. Ollie Partington, number 1. George Lawler, number 3. Jared O'Connor at Leeds, number 2. They're putting in the hard yards, as is Jeremy Simbakin here. On halfway, is there a try in the Castleford Tigers in the last couple of minutes of this first half? Lawler it is, played quickly. Good run from Kane Robb. Assey looking for a way through. Is there a way through?
5.
4
Move our
all.
legs. Well,
Last tackle.
Go 5.
Here is Chris Atkin.
Clear.
Who's going to claim this one? Well, the ball goes out, clip forward towards the try line, still bouncing around. Tate puts it back.
0.
Play on.
Move now.
Play on. It came off a Catalan hand. Well, it was all a bit scruffy, all a bit scrappy.
But a nice kick selection, wasn't it, into the sun, again making it really difficult for those outside backs to catch the ball with the sun in their eyes.
What a chance for Cass. Stroke of half-time. Assey, little short pass.
2. Move now, Ben. Get square. Tio.
Kane Rod once more. Tom Amone, who's played every minute of this first half. He really has put the effort in. Has he managed to get the ball down? It looks like he's tackled just over the line. Just for an instant, he was looking up, he was wondering, but just couldn't get the ball down.
Thought he'd come up with a huge effort then to wiggle his way over.
Go 3.
Little offload. Rob trying to create something in these closing stages. Senior it was who was brought down. Big moments in this match. Little kick forward. Is there an opportunity here for Simbakin? There was too much on that from Atkin. Opportunity wasted. 4 that remains. And whereas Luke Keary wasted the best chance of the half, Cass, for me, will feel that they should have got more points for the pressure that they've put on the Catalan line.
Yeah, they'd be disappointed, won't they, with that effort? You could see Will Tate and young Alfie Lindsay weren't aware of the kick going in. The only one who was aware was Simbakin, who just couldn't get to it.
0. Move now, Tom. 5 million hold. Wait. Go 0.
That closing stage in the first half.
Hold early, left side.
Got 30 seconds to go. They're going to hurry on. Liam Rush stopping play. Presumably to say that the kick for touch wasn't taken from the right place.
I want to let you go quick, mate.
I think one of the Catalan players was stood in front of the man who was kicking the ball.
The clock is still running. Now it's stopped. Now it's running again. And we'll see what happens. Perhaps 1 play, 2 plays here for the Catalan. Played quickly. There'll be 1 more play. Can they get 1 play off? Are they looking maybe at a drop goal on the stroke of half-time? This is the last play, and here is Keary now. Keary's through a gap. Oh, he goes down. Ball out to Smith, and Smith manages to score right on the stroke of half-time. Luke Keary it was, falling tackled, managed to get the pass out, and Remus Smith thinks he's put Catalan ahead on the stroke of half-time with his second try. The video ref will have a look at this. The question is, was Luke Keary tackled before he got the pass away? Let's see.
Tackle 1, we've got a try on field. Just checking for any possible obstruction. Right, let's have a look. Let's go back on this angle, please. Can you just go back? Slow, please. Desiree goes through the line. So he does his job, he clears through the line. Then we'll go back again, and we just want to clear the second one. Desiree finds space, so that one's fine. It's then a defensive read for the second part, so we can play on from this point. There's nobody on Luke Keary in the offloads, and then we'll need to go to camera 2, please, for grounding. Played up to this point. Just waiting on camera 2 for grounding. It's a defensive read by Atkin. We've cleared all this. Nobody is on Keary. It's just Remus Smith grounds the ball. Slow, and the ball is grounded. Made my decision. It's going to be a try.
Right on the stroke of half-time. From absolutely nothing.
Is there a graphic coming on this one?
From the penalty.
Just wait on, Rushy.
They had 2 plays. The first one was a drive.
Is it going to be a graphic, or do you want me to tell the rest?
And the second one was a little bit of magic, and we haven't seen much magic from Luke Keary in Super League this year. but he dropped his shoulder, the sidestep, he was ankle tapped, but the pass off the floor, and Remus Smith gets his second try and gets Catalans' second try, and they lead by 8 points to 4.
Well, they did really well, didn't he, to recover from the ankle tap from Jeremiah Simbakin, to get the ball away to Remus Smith, who went in for his second try of the game. But what a take from him. It's a quality play. The ball goes behind him, but he still manages to reach back and get hold of the ball. Remus Smith. And is it an important kick here for the fullback? It's Brobija.
8-4 it is. Kick to come on the stroke of half-time. Cass have dominated possession, but they've only come up with 4 points. You already feel that this is an important kick. He was wide to the right of the post with his first effort from Remus Smith's first try. What can Guillermo Aspuro Bichet come up with here? That looks much better, and it is much better. And on the stroke of half-time, the Catalan Dragons lead by 10 points to 4. Castleford dominating with the ball, unable to turn that pressure into points. And 2 knees all season whether he will get to pull on a Catalan jersey again before the end of the season, when he does definitely retire this time, or whether that is it. We shall see. That will all be revealed, I'm sure, in the next week or so. But for both teams, for lots of reasons, an important 40 minutes ahead. There is one of the outstanding players in the first half in George Lawler. Cass will get us underway. Theo Farr is another of the Catalan ensemble, leaving at the end of the season, going back to play at Pia, where it all started for Farge. And Navarrete it is with the first drive of the second half. Can Cass win for the first time in 8 visits to the Stanfield by Brutus, or can Catalan win for the second time in the last 15 games?
Yeah, well, you're right to pick out George Lawler, who had a big 40 minutes, but I thought Tom Amon was one of the best players on the pitch. 16 carries, 88 metres for them, more meters than any other player on the pitch, along with 14 tackles. I thought he was immense, taking the battle to Catalan.
I think the message from Chris Chester will just be try and be a bit more smart when you've got the ball in hand. Don't panic, don't push, be patient.
Yeah, that's the big thing for them. Like Catalan, look offloading the ball, looking to play.
Yeah, Kieran,
that look forward.
That got to be forward. Yes, she's spotted by the referee, Leah Rush. No one can have any arguments about that. They were offloading, but that was way forward. Have a look.
Well, again, just about being disciplined, isn't it? Not about giving penalties away, but discipline with the ball and building nicely into the game. And the start of the game, getting through your first 5 sets, just getting back into that trading set for sets early on in the second half. Scored right on the hooter at half-time. But they don't want to make mistakes and turn the ball over. And I think that's just turning the ball over cheaply instead of kicking it to the corner and going to work defensively.
So an opportunity here for Cass, as senior does well. He's had a decent spell as well. He was senior, beating the first man on more than one occasion. Kane Robert, dummy half. Melrick was the captain. Though they miss out Simbakin. Griffin now. Navarrete and Desiree in with the tackle. Short side they go. Atkin involved, and that was Dejan Assi. It'll be brought down. Quick play the ball. On the last, Assi will go towards the try line, and it was picked up by Lagarde, and took it really well. And they will get a tap on their own 20, but there were 3 or 4. Look at how many Castleford players were around there. But hang on a sec. There's a penalty here against Catalan.
Yeah, I think it's a Shepherd.
The Shepherd taking someone out off the ball. The Gare took it well, but all to no avail.
All the players were set up, weren't they? There's Janassi. He pointed to the sticks. Everyone knew where he was going to kick it. And obviously, one of the Catalan players has run a Castleford player off the ball, and it gifts them on the back of that forward pass. They'll now get a penalty as well.
Well, they're going for the 4 points. They twice in the first half turned down kickable opportunities once they came up with the try. They need to again to try and level this game at the start of the second half. Dejan Asad, Kane Robb. They go to that right-hand side. Ball out to young Lindsay on debut. Does well, Alfie Lindsay gets the offload to Sinvakin. Looks for a way through here. Jeremiah Sinvakin, couple of yards away from the try line. Good play from the teenager. Good play from the Papua New Guinea international. They're that close once more. Atkin for Lawler. All of possession and pressure in the first half, but only 4 points to show for it. Tom Amone with the pass, not the best. Picked up on the bounce by Senior, but driven back there. Good defence. Farge again involved with Laguerre. Last one. It's Assy with the kick under pressure. It was tapped back there by Atkin. Atkin will kick the ball forward. Still the ball is loose. Griffin tries to kick it forward. Sinvakin gets it out. All the fun of the fair. What on earth is the referee going to give? I think at the end he's going to give a knock-on against Castleford. Work this one out, Terry O'Connor.
Well, I think Chris Atkinady was pulled back there by Keary, so that should have been a penalty, even though he manages to get free. I think the first knock-on will come off a cast player. You can see, is it Griffin as you go to pick it up, just touches the ball. I think that'll be enough. But in the background, Chris Atkin, when he took a swipe at that ball, it was pulled back. And I think that should have been a penalty, but it was a bit of a frantic end to the play.
But on we go. Catalans survive. Another missed opportunity for the Castleford Tigers.
But right place on the field where they want to be. It's so much field position. You said it in the first half, they need to start scoring some points. The amount of possession that they've had and where they had the ball.
But it's the right call. There's no point going for 2 points there, was there?
No, well, like we said before, the couple of times that they've had penalties and they chose to run the ball, they need to score some tries, don't they? They know that just that kicking a few penalties isn't going to get them the result they want.
Keary. It's a good kick from Luke Keary on the fourth tackle, picked up by Jensen Winley. Met with force.
Well, it was too high, wasn't it?
But met with too much force by Roman Navarrete.
Yeah, well, Winley, when he got that ball, then he's not scared, is he, the young man? He gets the ball, he looks up, he thinks, right, what do I do? Do I skirt across the field? No, I'm just going to try and go as hard as I can. Straight into two big enforcers in Navarrete and Sirenen. And I think it's Navarrete that just goes a bit too high. No any after effects there from Jensen Winley. But you like that, don't you? You like to see a young man who's going to back himself, not about just taking someone on the outside, but someone who's going to be brave enough as well.
Well, the word from Pittside at half-time, Joel Tompkins really pleased with the effort and the defence under pressure. But he's asking for far fewer mistakes and to take control a bit more and dominate. For Cass, Chris Chester again full of praise for the performance, but needs to increase the intensity and the concentration and the focus and be smarter with ball in hand, as we said.
Yeah, absolutely. But you look at the scoreboard, that's all that matters, doesn't it? Joel Tompkins' men are in front, but they play the ball in the opposition's 20 in this game. Catalan just 4, Castleford 35. Incredible stat. Wow. Incredible stat. But there you can see him. You like that. You can see he's just gone high, hasn't he? Romain Navarrete. And then they're going to have a little look at this. No, it's
just a penalty only. Good call. But Cass again. The possession compared to over 60% in Cass's favour.
Yeah, but look at that. They didn't
even
find
touch. No,
Yeah.
and that sort of sums up.
Well, that's criminal.
Yeah.
That's criminal. You get the penalty, you kick it, and you don't find touch.
Hey, Janassi, it was. That's a gift for Catalan. When Castleford were building pressure. Good stuff from Jordan Desiree. Da Costa at dummy half. Farge now looking for a way through. Senior and Assey in with a tackle on Theo Farge. Still 2 left in this set. That may well have come off Wallace. Picked up by Cottridge. I think the tackle count will be wiped clean. 0 tackle it is. So a bit of fortune here for the Catalan Dragons. Here is Luke Keary. Ruben Navarrete. That is the first tackle.
George, quicker!
Farge again, and Keary now, and that came off Will Tate. So again, the tackle count will be wiped clean.
Yeah, he went for it, didn't he, Will Tate? He saw it and he went for it.
Da Costa. Second tackle. 10-4 it is. Here is Farge. The tackle count on your screen on that graphic is wrong. There's still 3 tackles left in this set for the Catalan Dragons. Here is Da Costa now. Farge, ball went backwards, did it? It did, said the referee. Picked up by Ollie Partington. Right in front of the post. Da Costa now, and Farge, chance for Keary. Long pass out. Fuad Yaha for the line. Has he managed to get the ball down? Yaha thinks he scored. Yaha with the try. The club's leading try scorer, Fuad Yaha, gets try number 108. And Catalan lead by 14 points to 4.
Oh, they were so disappointed, weren't they? Castleford, they got the penalty, they didn't find touch, they put themselves under pressure. Let's not forget they conceded a try as well, right on the buzzer at half-time. And Fuad Yaha, great ball, great vision over the top to get the ball into the hands of that man. Desperation from those Cast players. And Catalan looking to celebrate now. And just a bit of daylight between the sides now, which will really help them.
But Terry, it all came to the mistake when they had the penalty, the high tackle on Wembley, and they didn't find touch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said, Stuart. It's criminal not to find touch when you get possession or give a penalty away when you've actually got hold of the ball. 2 things that you don't want to do. And Fuad Yaha, well, he's the man, like you said. 108th try for the club, missed the last 2 games, come back in, he's a big unit on the wing, nearly come up with a try assist in the first half himself.
This is it's developing into a real tale of missed opportunities for the Castleford Tigers. Espuro Bichet, as we approach 50 minutes, looking to extend the lead to 12 points. 5 yards in from that left-hand touchline. No joy this time, so 14-4 it stays, but Catalan are now 2 scores ahead, thanks to Fuad Yaha.
Yeah, well, both halves linking up before the ball goes out wide to that man, looking to shift the ball. And Fuad Yaha, the big powerful strike that he is on the edge. I think Castleford now, and they've got it all on, haven't they, in the last 30 minutes of this game to come up with 10 points. If they do get an opportunity of a penalty, make sure you find the touchline.
50 minutes gone. 14 points to 4. Here is Ben Garcia. Game number 265 for the Dragons captain. Keary getting more and more involved. Here is Remus Smith. All the joy for Catalan has come down that left-hand side, that right edge defence for the Tigers. Here is Fage once more. Tackle from Dejan Assi. Mellor involved as well. It is the last. Keary again goes high with the kick. Well, it dropped, I think, by Wembley.
Yeah, he didn't look comfy under that, did he, young Jensen Wembley? He gets the jump all wrong.
Let's have a look.
Well, it's difficult for any fullback, isn't it? You look trying to focus on the ball, but you can also see those white shirts just coming up, putting a bit of pressure. I think it was Ollie Partington.
Partington with the pressure.
Yeah, Chris Atkin appealing for a penalty. He thought his fullback was taken out then.
But they wasted their captain's challenge in the first half.
Well, it's a big set here now.
Well, it is.
For Cass. You can't afford to concede here, Stuart.
Keary and Cottridge. Powerful. Nick Cottridge does well, eludes 3 tackles, still going. Eventually brought down Wallace there. Partington. Well, Desiree was steaming through, crying for the ball. Partington just couldn't get it out. Barnforth on now for the Dragons. Denis Barnforth on loan from Hull for the rest of the season. He's made a good impression in Perpignan. Ball goes to ground, then it was knocked on, and they made an absolute mess of that between them, the Catalan Dragons. They had an opportunity to really put pressure on.
Well, I thought they might have challenged. Ben George Lawler was the offside at the ruck. They've not challenged it, I don't think. But there was plenty of Catalan players just asking the question to the referee. He definitely does reach round and knock his arm, but was he stood to the side of the play of the ball? If he was, it could have been a penalty. The referee was stood in a better position than we could see, and his call was that he was squirt.
14-4. Fuad Yaha's try the difference. His last try, in fact his only previous Super League try this year, came back in March. The Catalans win at Castleford. Today's could be very, very important for him and for his team. 14-4. What response are we going to see from the Tigers? Tom Amone. The giant performance from Amone today. Kane Robert, dummy half. Here is Atkin. Well, that was an easy read for Remus Smith, and Windley has dropped the ball, and he stays down as Keary puts a little kick up. The ball's still bouncing around. I'm thinking he'll be given his first knock on. But a little concern here for Jensen Windley, who may well have been winded. It was a crunching tackle from Remus Smith.
Well, he just comes in and slams him to the ground. As he goes to the ground, he loses possession, doesn't he? It was a good read, wasn't it, from Remus Smith? He comes in, closes him down, hit with some force. Just getting some attention from the physio and the doctor. And when Luke Keary gets hold of the ball, he just thinks, right, well, the fullback's obviously down. I'm going to chip it over the top. Hopefully there's going to be nobody there.
Is the pendulum swinging?
Well, the speed of the game is definitely in favour in this second half for Catalan. Jordan Desiree and his forwards have really stepped up the carries. They're making inroads. Ollie Partington doing a decent job in the link between the forwards and the backs. And they just make sure that the young man's okay here.
Yeah, absolutely. Got plenty of time though for Castleford. 500 or 600 fans travelling over from West Yorkshire, despite the awful season that they've had. Castleford win, by the way. They go level on points, on 12 points with Catalan. Windley still receiving treatment. Cass is running after this. 3 out of the last 4 away from home. They go to Lee, they're at home to Wakefield. Not the easiest of finishes, away to Wigan and away to Saints. Catalan, this is their penultimate home game. It looks like Jensen Winley, thankfully, is okay. The Dragons at home to Wigan next weekend, and they finish with 3 away games at Salford, Leeds and Hull. 14-4. But time is on Castleford's side.
It's going to be a play the ball there.
He's going to go off, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. He's got to have an assessment. Well, you consider they've only lost 9 outside backs who are unavailable.
Yeah, well, you obviously got to look after that young man who's just making his way in the game. Scored a great try last week, the only try that they scored against the Leeds Rhinos. Even though he might want to stay on the field, the best thing for him is go off and just take his time and just get assessed properly.
He just hits his head as he lands, but there's no foul play in the tackle. It's going to be a play the ball there.
Well, you heard that from Liam Rush. No foul play, the tackle. Well,
sometimes people look for a bit more. It was just a physical challenge, wasn't it, from Smith?
And he hit his head on the floor. Play on.
Move now, Ollie.
They did play on. Catalan with Luke Keary.
There's Mustafa. That's a first good touch, isn't it? From him. Yeah, nice strong carry.
Which is why that Cass had the ball. Muzzy Mustafa will make a difference. Good run.
And that run come off the back of that strong carry and a quick play the ball from Muzzy Mustafa.
Yeah.
Stand up. Go for.
Kane Robert was. Well, of course, there's no backs on the bench, so it's a real reshuffle as to who's going to go fullback and how they're going to manage the situation. Dejanassi gets the ball away.
Well, just have a little look here. Alex Mellor could easily shift into the centres if that's the case. He's a big athletic in there. He is in the right centre position, so I would imagine that Will Tate's the man who's gone to fullback for Castleford.
Yeah, we'll confirm that for you. Mustafa it is with the tackle. 15 minutes gone, second half, 14 points to 4, Barnforth at dummy half. Yeah, the speed of the play of the ball noticeably different from Catalan in this second half, and that's reflected, isn't it? 2 tackles left in this set. Garcia tries to find a way through. Salabio it is with the tackle. Farge again towards the corner. With good pressure, they're keeping them pegged back, aren't they? That was Tate who took the ball.
Well, he expected it. He knew where that play was going to be. Down that short side kick into the corner. Desperate for some metres here. Desperate for some field position.
Senior.
Move to Neve. Hold. Go for. Teal's good.
Amon, oh, great ball. Now then, here is Simbakin. Has he got support outside him? Charging down the middle, Simbakin had to hold up, but still Castleford coming forward. Long pass out, and it's kicked forward now by Yahoo. Bass is on it. Here is Lagan looking for a way through. First it was Cass attacking, now it's Catalan attacking.
Well, great break, wasn't it, from Simbakin? I think it was Tom Amon who put him through the gap.
Just didn't have the support. Running up on his shoulder, which could have made and would have made all the difference.
Move the square.
Cottridge is running the other way, and he was brought down. His fellow winger Yaha brought down. Here is Chris Satide back on. Seguier also on for the Dragons. Partington, ball goes across the line. Remus Smith was looking for the quick pass out there for Yaha. But he wasn't looking where he was going.
No, well, what he was looking at, he was looking to the heavens, because as soon as that ball left his hands, he knew that he should have really took a couple of steps. Remus Smith, well, he gets it. He thinks that he's going to be under some pressure from maybe the winger, Alfie Lindsay. He has that time again. He'll go forward, he'll take a few steps, maybe interest Lindsay before he gives it that man. And Castleford now through Muzzy Mustafa, centre field, 15 metres out will play the ball.
Yeah, it looked like you were right, Terry. Will take the fullback.
Move, Ben! Hold. Go on.
And Liam Horn onto the field now as well. Just
Yeah,
trying
fresh
to
legs.
inject some pace, keeping Kane Robb out there as well.
Yeah. Horn back on, Mustafa on, Salabio on.
Move now, Ben! Hold. Go 3. Play on, move forward.
Well, there's the offload for Horn. Gets it back and picked up by Salabio. Does really well. Offload again for Horn. This is good from Castleford.
Move, Bailey!
Adventurous from Castleford.
Put your arms down.
Are they going to come up with any points, though? Here is Senior.
Move now, Remus.
Well, it's Mello, isn't it, who, as you say, has gone into the centre. Atkin with a kick across. And it was dropped, I think, there by Wallace, then knocked on by Theo Farge, and it'll be Catalan after the knock-on. Who'll get the ball approaching the hour mark.
Well,
it is 14-4.
Yeah, some worrying signs though, isn't it, for the coach Joel Tompkins? Then a couple of times in the last 5 minutes so they've been brought.
Okay.
The defensive line just not aiming up. They're putting themselves under a bit of pressure here, Catalan.
Wait here, Jeremiah, hold.
Yeah, but after that injury to the fullback, Winley, just to confirm, Alex Mellor, the captain, has gone to the centres, and Will Tate has switched from centre to fullback to cover the teenager who's having an HIA, head injury assessment, which he has failed. So we won't see young Jensen Winley back this evening. Hour gone, 14-4, still all to play for.
Yeah, absolutely. There's still a try in this Cast side for me. Theo Fives goes for the 40-20 here.
Good kick.
Oh, he's nailed it. He's nailed it. Oh, no, he's not.
He hasn't. But the ball is tapped dead. It was well done in the end, wasn't it, by Elliot Wallace, who managed to stop the 40-20, but that's all the young man could do.
Look at that. That's precision, isn't it? Brilliant kick from Theo Fives. Absolutely nails it. Wallace just tries to keep it in field. He does do that. Unfortunately, he knocks the ball dead.
Best he could do.
Yeah.
Short right.
Well, Cast chance their arm now with a short dropout. Hour gone, and they do. And they're going to come up with the ball. No, they're not. Denise Barnforth and Johnny on the spot. Right place, right time, and Catalan do get it back. So in the end, as good as a 40-20. They will try here to put this game to bed. Let's see, Barnforth.
Stay quick, Louise.
Partington with the offload for Satay, who finds Keary. Two brilliant offloads, and Luke Keary with what could be a crucial try for the Catalan Dragons, who stretch their lead to 18 points to 8. Lovely hands, lovely try.
Yeah, nice play, wasn't it? From the forwards, Ollie Partington goes at the line. Chris Satay first gets that offload away, turns, doesn't he? But Partington does an awful lot of damage, just gets big Chris Satay a one-on-one with Simmerkin, and then on his shoulder, Luke Keary just pushing up in support, gets a vital try for them.
All the pressure came from that great kick. But Theo Farge just failed to get the 40-20, but Catalan did get possession, and they have got the try. Remember, they trailed after 13 minutes. Debutant Alfie Lindsay with a try. Castleford 4-0. And we wondered, didn't we, in that first half, whether the Tigers would come to rue, not cashing in on all that possession at one stage. 61% possession for the Castleford Tigers, but only had 4 points to show for it. It's Bureau Bichet. Surely this time we'll have the extras, but it looks like being a good day for the Catalan Dragons after what's been an awful run in an awfully disappointing season. Flags are up, 20 points to 4. Have Castleford got it in them to get back in this game?
Well, I think it's going to be really difficult. Sure, I think Catalan over the years have been renowned, haven't they, for a big aggressive side that go forward, that can offload in the tackle, and they've certainly got that in Chris Satay. When he gets that one-on-one with Timberkin, and then you have Luke Carey on his shoulder pushing up, Joel Tompkins. And this is going to be a much-needed win that he's after and been chasing. And ultimately chasing a decent performance from them.
One, move, Ken.
Yeah.
Hold. Go on.
Here is Carey.
2, move now, Chris. Leave the ball. Hold. Hold. Go to.
Satay looking to offload again.
3, move the
But there was no one reading the situation. Here is Barnforth on his own from dummy half.
4.
Ollie Partington. Tackled by Horn.
Hold. Go for.
He's gone
Farge
for it
again. He's going again for the 40-20. He's going again for the 40-20, and he's got it. Well, unbelievable there. Will Tate gambled that the ball was going to run out and go dead, but it took a wicked bounce. It curved back inside, and it went out, and it is a 40-20. The gamble failed for Will Tate, and Catalan now with their tails up.
Well, certainly brought his kicking boots, hasn't he? Theo Fage.
2 big kicks in the last 5 minutes. Barnforth down. Carey with a short pass. The gap opens for Guillermo Aspuro Bichet. And that will be that. Catalan will wrap it all up with 15 minutes to go. Aspuro Bichet gets their 3rd try of the second half. Theo Fage again with a brilliant kick. The 40-20. And Carey's pass, Aspuro Bichet with the try.
And again, Luke Carey's had a big influence on this game, going deep into the line and just delivering that pass to the young man, Aspuro Bichet, at the right time. And you can just see they try to close the play down, they just get done for numbers, but quality kick from Theo Fage to set up that field position and just ease the nerves of those French fans that have been loyal in a real tough season. And then Aspuro Bichet, can he make it? The 4th kick.
Well, let's be honest, Terry, 2025, this season can be consigned to the dustbin of rugby league history for both Catalan and for Castleford, but there's still games to be won, there's still points to be won, there's still futures to be planned, still signings to be made. And where there's hope, there's optimism. And they've got to look forward to the 2026 and beyond. Joel Tompkins already rebuilding. Ryan Carr will be very much playing a part in recruitment plans from Sydney, where he currently is as assistant coach at St George Illawarra. 24-4. Is there another 2 on the way from the boot of Guillermo Aspuro Bichet? Looks good, and it is good, and it's 26 points to 4. Catalan survived the first half onslaught.
Sometimes it can be a cruel game, couldn't it? Well, Theo Fage, that's the second good kick he's got away in the last 5 minutes. And we'll took the gamble. It's all about speed. You get the numbers wrong, Cass, and all the young fans now, well, it's been a long time coming for celebrations like that in the south of France.
Yeah, we haven't had much to cheer about at all this season. Well, Steve McNamara's reign after 9 years, and what a 9 years it was. 2 grand finals and a Challenge Cup win, but it's been a tough year or 2 for the Catalan Dragons.
Yeah, he did a great job, didn't he, Steve McNamara in the South France. Quality.
Without a doubt.
Really put them on the map.
Hold here, wait. Go to.
The mantle has been passed to Joel Tompkins, a rookie coach looking to build. Remus Smith is looking for a hat-trick. Brought down by Simbakin, just shy of halfway. Here is Barnforth, spotted a little gap, did he? Barnforth, really good play from Barnforth, was spinning and looking to offload, but Atkins stopped him from doing so. Head of steam now for Catalan. They're looking for more in the last 15 minutes or so.
Release! 5, go 5.
Last one. Kiri again for Sirenin. He just couldn't gather the ball. Well, it looked there that Bailey Sirenin was going to score, but the ball popped up, bounced out of his hands. Relief for Cass.
Well, they've blown 2 tries, haven't they? Close to the line, and even over the line. You go back to Luke Keary's in the first half, and now Sirenin's could have been a further 12 points ahead on the scoreboard.
If you're Chris Chester, are you disappointed? Or are you pleased with the effort but disappointed with the outcome?
Well, but yeah, absolutely. You look at the players that he's missing in the back line. Like, Cass can't afford to have so many experienced players like not playing, but what it will give is some of the younger players some experience playing down here in what is a real hard place to come and come away with a result.
Well, as he said, players have got 5 games to prove to new coach Ryan Carr that they deserve a seat at the table in 2026. Simbakin putting a big effort today for sure. Dejan Arce goes long, and it's taken eventually by Espuro Biche, who somehow managed to wriggle his way out from behind his own line. And the Dragons survive for a moment, Cass thinking that there were points to be had, but there weren't.
Yeah, doesn't he do a really good job, the young fullback, to get back over the line and back in the field of play. And Cass now defending right in front of the travelling support. Know that this game's gone. They want to finish it off well. Remus Smith just looking for that offload to Fuad Yaha.
Go 4. Line's good.
Partington.
Shoulder. 5. Move, Liam.
Seguier.
Go 5.
Kiri.
40.
Taken by the emergency fullback Will Tate. Thinking about passing to Alfie Lindsay. Coming into the last 10 minutes at the Stan Shield-Bear Brutus. That's a good short pass for Senior. Senior gets away from 2 tackles. Now then, can he go round the fullback Espuro Biche? Espuro Biche does really well. Brilliant from Espuro Biche. One-on-one with a rampaging Lewis Senior. And the young man wins the battle.
Well, Lewis Senior just had the ball in the wrong hand, didn't he? When the fullback, Espuro Biche, had come towards him, he just needed to have the ball in the other hand so he could fend him. He's been good though, Senior. A number of little breaks he's made. Shows a decent turn of speed here. Look at him, the right hand. He needed to have the ball in his left hand just so he could offload. He goes in, as he's going into touch here. You see, does the offload the ball before he goes in touch, and then it comes off a Catalan player. But yeah, he'll be disappointed, Senior.
I've got to say, Sam Tompkins has been his tutor and his mentor. There was a bit of Tompkins in that tackle, wasn't it? The way that he went high to make sure that he couldn't get the ball out or get the ball down.
But it's not bad to learn off someone like Sam Tompkins, is it? Let me tell you.
Yeah.
One of the best that's played in Super League.
I was watching yesterday Sky Sports Super League Retro, a cracking game at Easter 2011 between Wigan and Saints. Saints were winning it for a long time, and a very, very young Liam Farrell got the winning try in the last minute. Tompkins was involved, Joel Tompkins was involved. They were the days, 25,000 sellout.
Now. 4. Move now, Tom, get square.
Partington brought down. Here is Fage. Gamble there. Cotrick's now. Kotrick up against Wallace, gets the ball back inside. It's picked up on the bounce by Farge, and still they go. Garcia now and Keary. Play switches to the left-hand side. Here is Remus Smith. Last one. Yaha finds Keary. Keary with a kick over the top, and it was well run, wasn't it, by Elliot Wallace? But it's a good kick from Keary. Wallace tackled behind his own line, goal line dropout it will be. 8 minutes to go. The Dragons on their way to a rare win.
You know, that was a fabulous kick from Luke Keary. Nick Kotrick just had to be another step in field. He comes up with that, he gets a try. Wallace does well to take it. Under a bit of pressure, enough white jerseys in front of him. And they go short again here.
Well, they've got to. They may not come up with the ball. Well, the ball came off a Cass hand, so Catalan have it back. And now they've got a penalty. Dragons' last home game of the season against Wigan next weekend. And then they finish with those 3 away games at Salford, at Leeds and at Hull. Into the closing stages. It'll be only the second win in 12 for Joel Tompkins, and it will end a 6-match losing run. But much to be pleased about for the new Catalan coach. And there may be even more pumped to celebrate the Spuro Bicho.
Straight up, Jensen. Go.
Smith going on his own. Looking for the hat-trick right on that try line, Remus Smith. Here is Seguier now. Again, stopped a yard short.
Move now.
Good defence, good tackle by Tate.
Time off. Tackle 4. Your eyes split.
Let's have a little look at Will Tate.
Yeah,
he's
he
got
may
a
well,
cut, hasn't he?
a little cut around the eye, I think.
Tackle 4, the green card process.
Just going to make sure that he's okay into the closing stages.
Well, a couple of players now starting to feel it. Been a pretty physical game, hasn't it? So he already had the cut before that incident and before he clashes with Seguier.
Maybe an 8th consecutive defeat for Cass in the south of France. But a big improvement, huge improvement, certainly in intensity and effort for what we saw from Castleford in their humiliating defeat last weekend against Leeds. Just one home game for the Tigers to come in a fortnight, the big derby at home to Wakefield. And then really tough finish, isn't it? Away to Lee, and look at that, round 26, go to Wigan, round 27, go to Saints. The planning is already underway for 2026 and beyond. And some big signings on the way, according to Chris Chester. Plans being put into place. And he said, expect Cass to come good next year.
Well, he said that they're gonna spend the cap, aren't they? They want to challenge the big boys and be like the Cass of 2017 when they managed to get to the grand final against the Leeds Rhinos. There was a point in this game in the second half, Stuart, when we looked at the play the balls in the opposition's 20. And Catalan had 4 and Cass had 35. It's totally swung around now. Catalan, this will be the 16th, whereas Cass have only managed 2 more at 37.
They're
Yeah.
both a bit all over the ball. Just keeps hold of it, and then you get tackled up. Tackles properly, so
A lot of pain in 2025 for Catalan and Castleford.
really gets you because he's still involved in the tackle after.
I suppose in many ways they're starting with a blank piece of paper, aren't they, next year? Atkin has got a headband, and it's like Will Tate may have a headband as well. They've lost Jensen Winley to an HIA, concussion protocols. 7,500 at the Stanfield Bear Brutus. On we go. Keary now. There is Chris Satai. Ollie Partington off for a well-earned rest. Are there more points in this for the Dragons? Fars gets away from one tackle. But Keary charged down. Fars picks it up. Tackle count is wiped clean. And here is Paul Seguier. None of the Frenchmen leaving on his way to play for Carcassonne next year.
No, I think he's hurt himself as well, Dejanassi, the number 6 over here.
Frank Maria.
Straight out, George! 6 again!
Set restart as well. Fars finds Satai.
Move, Jeremiah, leave the ball!
De Costa at dummy half. Goes on his own, Ulrich de Costa, and they will have scored, Ulrich de Costa, and it is another try for the Catalan Dragons. Ulrich de Costa, 150 up for the Catalan Dragons last week against Warrington in defeat, but a try for the Catalan Dragons tonight in victory for Ulrich de Costa.
Yeah, well, they look out on the feet, don't they? You can just see he had a little look, then in Liam Home, his feet were planted, and you can see, well, he fell for it. Like a 9 that he is as well, he knows that someone like Ulrich de Costa's going to show that pump, he's going to dummy the play, and then he's going to have a little look at you. And you could tell by his reaction he was disappointed. It's been a tough night in the south of France. Forecast, they were well and truly in the game at half-time when they were down by, what was it, 10 points to 4.
You kind of feel that Cass missed their chance in that first half when they were very much on the front foot and they needed to score points. They only got the 4. And Catalan got a foothold in the game before half-time and have totally dominated in this second half. Tries from Yaha, Keary, Espuro Bichet, now Ulrich de Costa. And Guillermo Espuro Bichet, very much the future of the Catalan Dragons, looking for another successful kick. A 32 points to 4 it is. Scoreline a bit tough on Cass, or not?
Yeah, especially if you look at the way they performed in the first half, and it was 8 minutes into the second half before Fuad Yaha managed to get over the white line for them. But that try was on the back of Castleford not finding the sideline when they had a penalty. The next set of 6, I think it was. So we'll try either side at half-time. They'll be so disappointed when they review this game.
Far dropping the kick-off, but the ball went backwards. Going to be really interesting to see how Catalan go in their last home game against the Super League champions in Wigan next weekend, but they'll certainly be buoyed by this performance and certainly infused by the win.
Do you know, that's always a fixture that they get up for, isn't it, though? It is a big game. And the likes of Ollie Partington will be really looking forward to locking horns, along with Joel Tompkins, who played for the side as well, and obviously now the coach of Catalan.
Well, Joel Tompkins' best friends just happens to be Matty P.
Not next week.
No. I'm sure there'll be a glass of wine on the table afterwards, though. Here is Denis Barnford. Farge. He's had a good game, Theo Farge. Well taken by Elliot Wallace. The penalty given away by Kotric and Laguerre.
Yeah, he was tackled in the air, wasn't he?
He was.
There wasn't much in it. Just as Wallace was trying to get to the ground, or finding his way to the ground, Kotric just hit him whilst he was still in the air, in front of the referee, Liam Rush.
Closing stages, Stanfield Bedbridge is their penultimate home game of the season. Is there a consolation score for Castleford? Luke Keary has gone off. Jordan Desiree has come on.
Move, Denise. Jordan with me. Stand up where you are. Go to. Play on, move forward.
Horn, Dejan Assi. Here is Atkin now. Atkin looking to scoot his way through. Da Costa brings him down.
Well, there's going to be a big cheer if they can go in for a try here right in front of their own fans.
Straight out.
I'm sure that's what they're desperately aiming for. Brad Singleton.
Held. Release. 4. Play the ball. Holding him in.
Yeah, a bit of pushing and shoving there with Frank Maria. On they go. Oh, that's a good, well, he was saying it's a good pass. But there was nowhere to go. Knock on, and that probably is the last chance gone. Mellor it was who put it down. Garcia scoots away for Catalan.
Stand up. Go 0.
That's Probizia now just going behind the ruck.
1. Move
Just trying to catch them out as Kotric comes in now. They know this game's in the bag. And they just want to see it out.
Oh, there may be one more tries. Kotric is through. Kotric has got support, and they are going to see it through. And it's going to be a hat-trick on the hooter. The Remus Smith and Catalan finished with a flourish. Terrific break by Nick Kotric. And Remus Smith with 2 tries in the first half. His second, right on the stroke of half-time, has completed his hat-trick right on the stroke of full-time.
Yeah, well, Nick Kotric, look, he's not given up, has he, at all on any play. Just thought they were going to run the clock down. The clock was ticking away. They knew that they'd got the win, and they were getting ready to finish the season off in a positive manner. And I really did like the signing when they managed to go out and sign Kotric, 26 years of age, the right age to come over, play, and to continue on in your career. I think it's been a good signing. And Laguerre and Remus Smith now celebrate together.
Well, the conversion will be the last act of this game. Castleford went 4-0. They were really good in the first half. It is 38 points to 4. Seguier it was with the conversion attempt. There you go. Just to put a smile on everyone's face at the end. But there is Kotric setting up Remus Smith for the hat-trick. Cass, who promised so much in the first half, delivered so little. And Catalan win by 38 points to 4.
A big performance from them, especially in the second half. Was it 5 tries that they managed to score in that second half? Remus Smith, excellent hat-trick. And the forwards did a decent job as well, and really tired out that cast side, especially in that second half. And the likes of Luke Keary, Theo Fives really control things. I thought the kicking game from Luke Keary and Theo Fives was very good. 3 try assists for Luke Keary. And as for Probizia, well, every time you see him play, he seems to get better and better, doesn't he?
Yeah, the young man had another really, really strong game. But a much-needed win for the Catalan Dragons. For Remus Smith, only a second career hat-trick. His first came 7 years ago for Canterbury against St George. So there we go. But today was all about the Catalan